job. Okay, so if you want to see the steps over here. Mhm. Give me a minute. So you see that how the console output works. So first of all, we go to the Maven, right? It's my Maven. I just create a Maven project. I'm saying in the description, I'm checking that it's my first Jenkins job. Then what I'm saying that how I build that thing. So we are having different things over this particular dashboard. We are having a status. Suppose if I want to make some changes in the build, so I can just do that. Suppose if I want to check the workspace, right? I just want to fill some file directory or something like that. So I can just create it over there. Then build now means I'm triggering that particular job. For the configuration part of thing, you can just go and make some configuration. I'll show you from here. Journal description, I'm going over here. We are having the fold like naming parameter as description, where I can put the description. You can write it anything, like suppose if it's my first Jenkins job, you want to run the Maven Jenkins, anything means whatever your project requirement, according to that you can put your description part, right? Then what it says, discard old builds. Old builds means if you want to, suppose if you are having many builds, like suppose if I'm working for the real scenario project, suppose in my project I'm having around 1200 jobs, right? So what I want, I just want that the jobs which is current job, right, from 1 to 100, from I suppose if I'm saying 1 to 500 jobs are my important jobs. I want to check it on a regular basis, or suppose if I want to seek any help, I'll just check that one. But after 500, I just want to discard all the old builds, right? So I'll just tick mark this thing. Then GitHub project. Suppose if it's a GitHub project or not related to that, then I can check it out. Then what is means this project is parameterized, means where I'm mentioning the parameter tagging, these kind of things. Then throttle build, what is that? When I'm talking about your, like in this manner, I'll go and go one by one, so you guys understand that what exactly the job means and what in the real scenario everything means. So this determines when, if ever, build records for the project should be discarded. Build records include the console output, archived artifacts, and any other metadata related to the particular build. Then Jenkins offer two options for determining when build should be discarded: build age and build count, as I told you. If it's more than that, 7 days old, 5 days old, it's according to you. That how, suppose if you are searching for the discard old base, uh, it will give you two options. That according to the, like I explain you the logic behind the build count. Suppose if I'm having 1200 build count and I want to discard after the 500, so I just give the count and this particular will be happening, right? It's discard after 500. It just print out till 500 data, and after 500 it will discard it. Then these are the two options be active at the same time, so you can keep builds of 14 days but only up to a limit of 50 builds, right? It's like that. Then suppose if I am saying it's a the project is parameterized, what does the parameters know? Suppose if I'm saying you are creating some instance, right? Suppose yesterday I have created instance but I'm not giving that name, means when you are specify your inputs, right, when you're passed that user or something, so that kind of thing. Suppose if I create something, so I'll just mention name and then Jenkins server. So in that manner also, parameters also allow you to prompt the users for one or more inputs that will be passed into a build. For example, you might have run projects that run test on demand by allowing user to upload a zip file with binaries to be tested. This could be done by adding a file parameter here. Means you should be mentioned that what is your requirement is. You want file parameter, you want a multi-line string parameter. It's all up to you. So you need to be given as a prerequisite over here that what exactly you want from that particular build, right? Then I'm moving forward to the next part, that what is the throttle build. Throttle build, when I'm saying, it enforces a minimum time between build based on the desired maximum rate. Desired means when you are suppose if you guys are uh, hello, Hello. Meha, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So when I'm talking about the throttle build, so basically when I'm enforcing a minimum time between build based on the desired maximum rate. Suppose when I'm saying I want to run the build or trigger the build within this particular time slot, right? Then this does not mean you enforce a average rate. It only looks at the time since last build, right? So suppose if I my last build run for the 30 seconds, so my present build also, if it goes to the same project, it will require that particular amount of time. Then we are talking about the SCM. SCM is nothing, it's just a source code management where we are just, suppose if I am taking as none, it's an option. Suppose if I'm taking a repository, so I just need to put the repository URL over here, git repository. Then I just need to put the creds. If it's a public repo, then you don't need to put the creds over here. Suppose if it's a private URL, you have designed something for your particular project, so you need to give that particular URL. I hope everyone knows. Then everyone is knowing about the URL part, right? I hope everyone knows. Then we need to specify the branch, for which branch we need to build. It's a master staging. First of all, it's a master, so we build for the master branch. Then we need to give the repository browser. It's a auto. Suppose if you want to go for the assembleware, fisheye, bitbucket, cgit, git list, gitlab, it's all up to you that what is your project requirement, and according to particular that thing, you are choosing your repository browser, right? Suppose if you want to add some additional behavior, so you can add it. Like these are the parameters which you can choose for your particular project, like advanced checkout behaviors, build single revision only, custom SCM. Suppose if you want to custom the SCM name, source code management name you want to custom, you can do that. Then suppose if you want to force polling using workspace, you can do that. These are the things. Then you are having the build triggers. We are having an option of the build triggers where trigger builds remotely. Like we are having example from the script build after other projects are built. Suppose if you check this thing up, suppose if you already running one build is there and you want to schedule your build. So what happened, firstly that particular previous build is getting done, then you are moving further for this particular build, right? So there's no clash between both the builds. Then build periodically. Periodically means if everyone, you guys are from the BTech background or something, you guys know the concept of the cron job, right? If I want to go it for a every minute, every hour, weekly basis, daily basis, yearly basis. So it depends on to the periodic what sort of comment we want to set up over the cron job, right? So according to that, we go for the periodically basis. Then we are having the option for the GitHub branches also. Suppose if you make some GitHub branches, you can opt that particular option and you can look forward into it. Then suppose if you raise some PR, pull request. What is PR is GitHub pull request. So you can go and take that PR, also put that PR inside it. I'll show you. Cron with the persisted data, then cron tab line, then set status before build, cancel queued build, abort running build. Means these are the things. Suppose if you set up, why I'm talking about the cron tab line. Suppose if I'm talking about this thing every minute or every second or every hour I want to run, right? So according to this, I can just set up that thing, that set a status before build, cancel queued builds. Means suppose if there's multiple queued builds, you want to cancel every queue build. Then suppose if you want to, some builds are running but you want to abort. Abort means you are canceling while running something, aborting, right? Then skip old PR on first run. Means what you are saying. Suppose if you are having some PRs means pull request, older PRs from the yesterday one. You just want to skip that older PRs on the first run. First run you want from your thing, and then you want to execute the older PRs. So these kind of setups we are also having. Then we are having the trigger event, experimental user restriction, branch restriction. Also, you can give it over there. Then GitHub uh, trigger for Git SSM polling. Like suppose when I want to go for the polling, means when you are polling in a very normal way. Like when I want a like feedback or kind of like attendees over there. So I just want a polling request from them. So I can just go for your poll changes in SCM. So I just want to be, expensive operation of CVs as of every polling required Jenkins to scan their entire workspace and verify it with the server, considering setup push trigger to avoid this overhead, right? Then we are going to like configuring changes to the poll changes in SCM. We are talking about the poll. Then we are having the multiple build requirements, right? When we are having build requirements, like we are having the delete workspace before build start, right? What I'm saying, I just want that, suppose you guys, if you remember that, I'll show you over here. Just give me a moment. Neha, just tell me if you are able to see my terminal.
Okay. Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah. If you guys remember, I made one directory over here, that is a CD Maven directory. So what it says, it's a workspace, right? CD ambient directory, my bad. So what it says, that in this manner, delete workspace before build start, means it wants to delete that. So how I delete it, right? So suppose if you want to, I'll just create one mkdir and show you that how you delete it and what command particular you need to give over there, the configuration, then it will delete that thing. Suppose if I just create mvn work, right? And after that, what according, I'll just moving forward with that thing. So what I do, I'll just put the command rm-rf and then previous builds. So this is my previous build. Now this deleted. So this is the way what it is speak about. Like you just need to delete the workspace before your build start. Then use secret test. Secret test means you are having some correct part of it. Username, password, anything like or files. Then you need to add timestamp to the console output. Timestamp means when you are, suppose when you're writing the code, you want that, but it took at least 5 seconds, 1 minute or 2 minutes to convert the result. So I'm just giving the timestamps over here as well. Then inspect build log for the published build scan. So I just want to inspect build log. Build log means when I'm telling you, talking you about the console output. I'll show you after that. Okay. So this is the things we are talking about. So Meha, this is like, we'll just take a 15 minutes break, 15 to 20 minutes break. Within this thing, you guys also, check out the things that what sort of query you are having till sort of things. So we'll connect after 15 minutes. Then I'll take care of all the queries you guys are having. And after that, we are moving for one pipeline example as well. Is it fine?
Sure, sure.
Okay. And if someone is having any doubt till here, then let us know. We can tackle it. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है लवी.
Love you can write it on chat if your mic is not working fine for any issue. Yes, yes, we are starting in another 5 minutes. Break is going on.
Yeah, hi all. So shall we start with the queries? That within that time span, if anyone is having any query related whatever we have delivered till now. Hi Meha, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, yeah.
किसी को भी कोई इश्यूज हैं जो अभी तक हमने कंटेंट डिलीवर किया रिगार्डिंग मेविन देन शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइक what are the things we are having within the pipeline or what does it mean, any issues anyone is having?